I think independent film festivals are very important because it gives people hope that they'll be able to make their stories into a film, especially for young people who are in college, who have material and they don't have a lot of confidence to know that that material will be seen one day. Sometimes they give up and they go into different walks of lives because they don't see that they can make a living from it. It's a great form of self-expression, and it needs to be supported. Well, one thing leads to another, and when you have an international film festival come to town and be cultivated right here in Syracuse, then you have the ability to then maybe have a film commission, maybe draw really big, huge artists to Syracuse to take advantage of the way this city is. So many cities around America have been filmed out. We've seen them over and over again. And if you can get a film commission here and have tax credits for film, then you have the ability to lure Hollywood A-list actors, producers, and directors to come here and shoot in Syracuse. And what that does is, and what many people don't know, is that films are a movable feast, as Hemingway said. They really are that ship or that train that comes to town for 3 months and can drop millions of dollars. So what happens is the carpenters, the cleaners, the hotels, the restaurants all get boosted by, the economy gets boosted by film coming to town. The vibrancy of the Syracuse International Film Festival is helped in many ways, because if you think about it, GE had a strong presence here. All the major industries that were here, salt back in the day, film can be that to Syracuse. The residents here in Syracuse should know that when a film company does come in, everyone gets enhanced by that, including the college, because there are openings for interns, for PAs, for assistants, for office workers. All of these come from a local resource. So everyone thinks that Hollywood brings in all of their own crews. It's not true. They can only travel so many and only have the budget to hire so many union people on their sets and crews. So when they do come to town, they're looking for extra hands. They're looking for people who would like to get experience in the film industry, and they're looking for specifically young people who will grow with the industry. So it helps everyone all around. It's really quite moving. I saw a film last night on the way here on the plane, and it's a film that I was exposed to at the Independent Spirit Awards, which I was just at. And the IFC does great work at trying to get films that will never be seen on a Hollywood level to be seen by some people in Hollywood so they can get distribution. And this film, Another Earth, was a very interesting and wonderful film. It moved me very much because it was a new idea. It was original. The screenplay was original. It was directed in an original way, but yet it was directed with such high quality and such thought that it was very provocative for me. So I find that independent film furthers our humanitarian mission in a way that many Hollywood's film won't. And I have nothing against the Iron Man 1, 2, and 3s and the big tentpole films, but they tend to be very, very entertaining, but less about entertaining your intellect, entertaining your thought, taking you from one place to another, moving you ahead in your creative thinking about what our world is, and showing you another great film this year is called A Separation, showing you another world, another country, another lifestyle, the way other people live. I think independent film is the place where you can be exposed to ideas that you haven't been exposed to before, and you can start to see the world in a different way. And I think that's why we have to preserve independent film. The other thing we need to start thinking about in many communities such as Syracuse is how to preserve the independent film house. Now, because we make all these independent films, and a lot are made, and many of them go straight to video, and an IFC channel or a Sundance channel will show them, but they should be shown within the community. They should be shown in an art house theater, or what shouldn't just be called an art house theater, but in major theaters here in Syracuse. And of course, the larger chains, the AMC's chain of films, they don't show these kind of movies. There's no access to see them on the big screen. If you're a movie buff or a director, actor who loves the movies, teacher, regular person who loves the movies, you want to see these films that have this incredibly deep subject matter on the big screen. There's nothing like it. And that's how it should be seen. So it's important that all this get connected somehow, and that there's a film commission, that there's a film right now shooting in town here in Syracuse, which is a wonderful thing, that parlays into education to the regular Joe, how important it is to have independent film here. Well, I came because I had a strong recommendation to come, and I was also told that there might be an opportunity to inspire some young person to think about a life in film, whether it be in front of the camera or behind the camera as an editor. You know, we now are a consumer nation who watches entertainment in a very, very big way. There are careers in entertainment, no matter what you do, not just in front of the camera as an actor, but also as a director, as a visionary. And I think it's very important that people know that. So I try to come out to smaller towns and communities that might need to hear from me that there is a way. There is a way to further your hopes and dreams through the visual arts, through dance and music and science, but also through film. It's a great way of self-expression, and it's a way of telling your story. So many young people ask me, they see me and they followed my career and they say, well, how do I become an actor, or how can I be a director, or what can I do? And I tell them all the same thing, whether they want to be an actor or just a director or a writer. I say you have to practice doing just that. But how do I get my stuff done? Who can I take it to? How can you recommend me to an agent? So you don't need one. I said, get a camera and make your own film. Start that way. I wish I had done that 30 years ago. I followed my talent and my passion. I finally made my first movie in 2007. You will find an outlet. You have to commit to what you want to do, and it'll teach you every part of the business. If you write your own script and you produce your own film and you get your buddies or your girlfriends and your boyfriends to help you make something that is your own, it is yours. That's your voice. That's your vision. And then you find a way to get it out to the world, even if it just starts in this community. It is perseverance that brings you to your passion, and passion that guides you for your whole career all the way through.